Most people pick investments the wrong way. They follow tips from social media. They copy what their friends are buying. They listen to whoever shouts the loudest on YouTube. And then they wonder why they keep losing money. There is a better way. In 2026, 7 AI tools have completely changed how everyday investors research, analyze, and make decisions. Tools that used to cost thousands of dollars per year, now free, or nearly free. I have tested every single one of them. And in this video, I am going to rank them honestly, from least useful to the one that actually changes how you invest forever. Stay until number 1, because it is not what most channels are recommending. Let us get into it. This is educational content, not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Here is what makes this list different from every other AI investing video on YouTube. I am not ranking these tools by popularity. I am ranking them by how much they actually improve your investment decisions. Some of the most popular tools are the least useful. Some of the tools you have never heard of are the ones professionals quietly use every day. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which 2 tools to start with this week and which ones to skip completely. Let us begin with number 7. Number 7. Seeking Alpha AI. Seeking Alpha has integrated AI into its investment research platform. It summarizes earnings reports, analyst ratings, and company news into clear, readable briefs. If you are a stock investor, this saves hours of reading per week. The limitation: it is primarily useful for individual stock analysis. If you invest only in index funds, this tool adds less value. Best for stock investors who want faster research without paying for a financial analyst. Here is one thing most people miss about Seeking Alpha. It also has a community of analysts who post their own investment theses. The AI helps you navigate those opinions faster. Useful for context, even when you disagree with the conclusions. Now, here is where the rankings get interesting. The next tool sounds incredible in marketing, but you need to be careful with it. Number 6. Composer. Composer is an AI-powered automated trading platform. You describe your investment strategy in plain English, and Composer builds and executes it automatically. For example, buy the top 5 performing ETFs from the last 30 days. Rebalance monthly. Composer does exactly that, without you touching anything. Sounds amazing, right? Here is the limitation nobody talks about. Automated trading strategies frequently underperform simple index fund investing over the long term. Past performance does not predict future performance. Even for AI systems, use Composer with caution and realistic expectations. The genuine value of Composer is not in beating the market. It is in removing emotional decision-making from execution. If you have a clearly defined strategy, letting automation run it without the temptation to override it during market volatility is a real behavioral advantage. But do not expect Composer to make you rich. Number 6 was about automation. Number 5 is about discovery, and it might be the tool you did not know you needed. Number 5. Magnifi. Magnifi is an AI investment search engine. You type what you want. Show me ETFs with low fees that focus on clean energy, and it finds matching investments instantly. It is like Google, but specifically for investment products. The limitation: it helps you find investments, but it does not help you evaluate whether they are right for your specific situation. Best for investors who know what they want, but struggle to find the right product. If you have ever spent 45 minutes on a brokerage platform trying to filter ETFs by the right criteria and ended up more confused than when you started, Magnifi solves that problem in 30 seconds. It is not the most exciting tool on this list, but it removes a real friction point that wastes hours of investor time every week. Now we are entering the top 4. These are the tools that genuinely change how you invest, and the differences between them matter. Number 4. Perplexity AI. You have heard me mention Perplexity before. For investing, it is invaluable. Ask it to summarize the latest earnings report for any company. Ask it to explain what rising interest rates mean for your portfolio. Ask it for a plain English explanation of any financial concept. It searches live sources. It cites everything. It updates with current information. The limitation: it is a research tool, not an investment decision tool. It gives you information. What you do with that information is still your decision. Here is how I personally use Perplexity. Before any significant investment decision, I run 3 searches. What is the latest news about this investment? What are the current risks I should know about? What are professional analysts saying right now? That 5-minute habit has prevented several decisions I would have regretted. Perplexity does not tell me what to buy. It makes sure I am not missing something obvious before I commit money. That alone makes it worth using. Number 3 is the tool that most beginner investors should start with, even if you never plan to use the others on this list. This one is for you. Number 3. Simply Wall Street. Simply Wall Street uses AI to visualize the financial health of any publicly traded company. It converts complex financial data into simple visual snowflake charts that show, at a glance, whether a company is financially healthy, fairly valued, and growing. It is one of the most beginner-friendly investment research tools ever built. Here is why visual matters more than people think. Research consistently shows that humans make better decisions when information is presented visually, rather than as raw numbers. Reading a balance sheet is intimidating. Looking at a snowflake chart that shows red areas and green areas is intuitive. The limitation: the free tier is limited. Full access requires a subscription, best for beginner to intermediate investors who want to evaluate individual stocks without a finance degree. Now for the top 2. These are the 2 tools that should be in every investor's toolkit, regardless of experience level, regardless of strategy. And the second place tool will surprise you. Number 2. Claude AI for investment analysis. Here is the one that most investors never consider. Claude AI, the same tool we use to write content, draft emails, and solve everyday problems, is an extraordinarily powerful investment research assistant. Ask it to explain any financial concept. Ask it to compare 2 investment strategies. Ask it to review a company's business model and identify potential risks. Ask it to build you a personalized investment checklist. The quality of analysis it produces is genuinely impressive. Here is something I have noticed using Claude for investment decisions. There is something about being forced to articulate your thinking in a question to AI that clarifies the decision before you even see the answer. Half the value of using Claude is the answer you receive. The other half is the question you had to ask to get there. The limitation: Claude does not have live market data in its standard form, but that limitation has a solution. Which leads us to number 1. Number 1 is not a single tool. It is a combination. And used together, these 2 free tools give you research capabilities that rival professional investment analysts charging hundreds of dollars per hour. Number 1. Perplexity AI combined with Claude AI. Used together, these 2 tools complete each other. Perplexity finds and summarizes current information from live sources. Real-time news. Latest analyst opinions. Current market conditions. Claude Analyses explains and helps you think through investment decisions with depth and clarity. Neither tool makes investment decisions for you, but together, they make you a significantly more informed investor. And informed investors over time make significantly better decisions than uninformed investors. Every single time. Here is exactly how I use them together. I start with Perplexity to understand the current situation. News. Analyst opinions. Recent developments. Then I move to Claude to ask deeper questions. Why does this matter? What does this typically mean for this type of business? What should I be watching for over the next 6 months? Combination creates a research loop that is genuinely powerful. Both tools are free to start. Both take 5 minutes to learn. And both will change how you approach investing from the moment you start using them. Here is your action plan for this week. Open Perplexity AI. Research one investment you currently hold or are considering. Ask it for the latest news, analyst sentiment, and any risks you should know about. Then open Claude AI. Ask it to explain whether that type of investment fits your financial goals and timeline. You will know more about that investment in 30 minutes than most people learn in months. The tools are free. The information is available. The frameworks are simple. The only question left is whether you will use them. Most people watching this video will save it for later and never come back. The investors who use these tools this week will be making better decisions than 90% of retail investors by next month. Do not save this for later. Use it tonight. Those are the 7 best AI investing tools in 2026. Ranked and reviewed honestly. From Seeking Alpha at number 7 to the Perplexity plus Claude combination at number 1. Links to every tool are in the description below. If this video helped you, hit subscribe for weekly content on building real wealth using AI. And drop a comment. Which of these 7 tools are you going to try first? I read every comment. And I will see you in the next one.